Good morning. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of guidance using the energies of the daily moon cycle to help you align with your highest good. This message is timeless because energy is cyclical, so do trust that you found it at the right moment. I would like to thank you for sharing your energy with me. If you'd like to stay connected and receive more messages specific to your story, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And today's message, if that resonates with you in any way, please let me know by tapping the like button or sharing in the comments. And to learn more about me or book a personal reading, visit my homepage. So, very interesting today as far as the messages of healing that I was getting here. These 22s are just sticking in my craw here. We are at that 22 degrees of the Sabian symbol of Aries. It's called the gate to the garden of desire. And if this today's energy of the lovers doesn't give you feelings of desire, we might need to pinch ourselves a little bit and wake up. There's Merkaba energy here between their two foreheads. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, look at this card. This card is the reason I got this entire deck because I felt such a pull to that energy. You can see her bow and arrow there today, which we do have the moon energy and Sagittarius. And it's as if that Cupid's arrow is being shot out into the universe. And when our heart is in line with our head, that is when we are able to get into the soul chariot because the head isn't guiding, the heart isn't taking over with emotions. They are combined, they are in agreement. And we don't have to hold the reins of the chariot when our head and heart are aligned because the soul drives us forward. Now, the sister energy to this energy here can feel it's so compelling. I mean, it's past life energy, right? It's a soulmate card. And then its sister card being the devil, we can see sometimes these intense connections they feel scary, right? And because it kind of feels like, oh my gosh, am I out of my mind here? What's going on? Maybe even as if you're unable to control that energy. And what I want to say is we don't need to control it. We just need to understand that everybody has a devil, and that means that we all have patterns and that we are attached to that kind of lead us by the nose. And when we are unaware of them, these can be, our triggers. Our triggers do lead us to actually see what those strings are that have been puppeteering us from the subconscious. And that is how we can use the love to heal those energies and no longer be succumb to this fear. The devil's all about our fears. And it's like we've got to end this cycle of simultaneously having this such strong desire towards something and then fearing it at the same time, because those energies then cancel out, right? I know which feeling I would rather have, and they're sister energies for a reason because they learn from each other. Okay. And in addition here with our day being March 21st, 2025, we do have this special number 21, which if your birth date adds up to a 21, before reducing it to a 3, you would be a life path 3, but it's a special life path 3 because it's a path of connection. And when you look at the number of times that, there's only 9 life path numbers, the quote unquote normal or regular 3 life path would be that of the hanged man, the 12, and the 3 energy of the Empress. But with it being a 21, it makes it, instead of being a path of surrender, a path of connection. So I just find that highly auspicious here, that when we are closing out the old cycle, we talked last night's live about having our hand open to receive. We have to be willing to understand and see how his hand is open. But at the same time, you're like, I'm waiting for it, I'm waiting for it. But there's still some kind of trigger or shadow element that is blocking our own divine feminine, divine masculine energy within from uniting. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. So glad to see you. Oh boy, I am so tired too after last night's live. I feel like I was like, this is what it felt like after the triathlon. I was just completely wiped out for days. So, yeah, we've all been really, I hear you, Kath. We have been working really hard, and I feel like we're closer than ever. And how I knew that is when I walked up to my table, all these 22s that keep showing, especially this Sabian lesson around Chiron the healer, taking on optimism, synergy, and sharing and abundance as life principles. And then I wrote, because we have a couple slow planets, so they'll be here all day, and the node is an energy body or a point, we still do see these minutes at 22 degrees as well. 22 is a master number. It's the master architect, the master builder. And it got me to thinking, I was like, okay, what is our pain, Chiron the healer, created as scaffolding? Right? We're the architect with that 22. And that's for us to build on and create a structure of strength and shelter. And then our learning can help others. In addition to the Master 22 number, we also see today's energy that adds up to a 33, and that's a master number as well. We don't further reduce that. We'd still be a life path 6. But again, this is a special element or an extra flavor of energy. This is about profound spiritual growth, compassion, the ability to inspire and uplift others. And 33 people, if your birth date adds up to that, are master teachers, and they have a powerful calling to serve humanity and bring harmony to the world, and all this fire energy. So I do want you to have a look at your chart for those orange areas. You would see them as a trine. There are 3 of them, and I want you to point your finger to the Aries location, because this where this bottom energy here of Leo and Sag of the moon is fueling and creating a base for all this energy hurling its way to Aries right now. And we do have the planet of Venus, which is love, abundance, generosity, right? Have a look at this, guys. 3 minutes and 36 minutes. So another 33 adding into a 6. And this is a retrograde, so it's all about all the re-examining, re-looking, re-evaluation of our heart. What do we consider abundance? How can we look at our own healing as not just a chore, right? As something that we need to um, do so much work on. Yes, it is work, but a lot of times, once we have just the acknowledgement of what those strings are leading us by the nose, that's the majority of the work. Okay. And in addition, here, we saw that death and rebirth energy, the butterfly, has been coming up a lot. And Mercury in retrograde communication, okay? Internal communication, how we talk to ourselves. That message has been so loud over the last few days, especially. But I want you to have a look at your chart and see where all this energy is hurling itself. Okay, this is going to be in the Aries energy within the first 10 degrees. I mean, look at this 1 degree, 3 degrees, 7 degrees. That is a lot of focus on the first decan of Aries, which is going to be that two card, the two of fire, the two of wands, making the clear distinction of the decision. Are we going to do things like we've always done to get what we've always got? Or are we going to grab that second wand of the unknown? And I feel like that's where the magic is there today. Okay. We do have this special path of connection, and it is a path of freedom today. I feel like it's freedom from those devil strings. And the only song, I mean, it just would not quit. I'm like, that's weird. Am I just thinking of, when I was little and would put myself on the church bus? I mean, I was less than 7 and I would go by myself. And that bus would come to the subdivision and I got to dress up. You got to have snacks. And most important to me was the arts and crafts. I got to make things. So I have this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. I want our focus to be there today as we are navigating. What is it? What is this string that I haven't been able to discover yet? And it's in our patterns, right? What is our go-to response? Are we moving into an energy where we're able to respond to the stimulus and pause? Or are we still being reactive? That's here. But this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Look at this beautiful triad of yellow, beautiful solar plexus energy funneling right to her rainbow self here. All the colors, all the flavors of the world energy. When we look at it through a lens of love, our heart talks to the brain first. Our heart contains some of the same cellular structures as the brain. They've found a brain in the heart. This is first. So, if we can look at everything with the lens of love, there are things that it's not a judgment about ourselves and a harsh criticism. It's what is this trying to teach me about my own self love. Okay. And I have here with this 3 building self love. Alrighty, so just a little hint there for you of how to look at your chart. Any planets that you have that are matching any of these degrees are going to be activated. So go through your chart here. They all round up to the next Sabian symbol. So you'd be looking for any planets that are at 1 and 2 degrees, even 3 degrees, because it's very close, that 1 degree orb. 20 to 21 here in our emotions. And we've got our 7 to 8, 3 to 4, 20 to 21. Okay, there's an energy of action here. Cancer energy, the Queen of Cups, is the most love in the entire deck that's represented. And when we point our triangle or look at the blue energies in our chart, where can we take action here that is fueled by this lesson of Pisces? Daddy Sadie is here. We're in the final test of Neptune. Is it a dream or is it an illusion? We are to become what we idealize. That is the test here. We're being called to the North Node of Destiny to take action with love toward our heart and fulfilling our desires. We're meant to do that. That's our job as humans. And before I got off on the rails, I wanted to show you this because I walked past the table. I walk past it every day. Um, I haven't picked up this deck, and I can't tell you how long. And look what was at the bottom. She feels, she knows, and just look. I mean, I don't know how we can't feel anything by looking at this card. So I just want you to kind of pause here for a second and really look at what emotions this energy. Imagine your face sitting this way and having this knowing. I love that there's the peacock feather here, that Queen of Wands energy of our confidence being restored, of our third eye coming back online here when we fill our heart's cup. And two and two together, again, that master number, that's an energy of four of the emperor. How can we take action with feeling with what all we've learned? Okay. And to me, this looks like sacred symbols and codes here. And I want to see from Alana Fairchild here. I thought this is here for a reason. Okay. This is, I feel like, not a final message, but an aha moment message. Okay, so let me scooch the booch here out of the way with that energy. And look at that. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And yesterday, in yesterday's notes, I had a big light bulb at the top of the page. Um, wow. And there's the 14 of change, doing things differently, the cog, the time. It is time to let this light shine on whatever this pain is. We're not stuffing, okay? We're bringing it out into the light, and that is what's going to help us release those strings here, and that is what's going to restore our confidence. And I don't know about you guys, but that's giving me some uh, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Mother Mary comes to me. And right under that, fueled by Pisces energy. In the world, not of the world. Very spiritual there with that seven angelic protection and this wisdom. I mean, be the hunter, not the hunted. I know Liz has been talking about the flower of life, and there that is too. And again, inner trust, another two. Boy, oh boy, is Alana Fairchild coming through for us today. So let's focus here. And maybe even you want to close your eyes. Again, thinking of just a couple words that when you feel this energy, we've all been here. What is the resignation? What is the next step forward? So just close your eyes, maybe take a nice deep breath in and really blow it out of your body and squeeze your belly around your spine and really push every piece of air out. And then we have that beautiful oxygen exchange of inhaling up on the 8 and pushing all of the air out on the bottom of that 8. So illumination is erupting from within you as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. This is what's going to end this cycle, guys. The aha, the light bulb moment. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but more out of a softer, gentle knowing. It is like knowing something without understanding exactly when or how you came to know it. This insight will assist you when you are asked to honor it. You will know which insight it is at the right time. Your heart will tell you. You are therefore being asked to rely upon the clarity that is coming to you now or has just recently come. Gently but firmly place that place of knowing, intend to act, and take your next step forward. This oracle comes to you with guidance, particularly about long range or long term developments, something that is far bigger than this immediate situation, issue, or moment is of importance, although you will only have a dim sense of that possibility at best. The situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You will come to see why things are happening as they are and how you are being helped on to the next stage of your path, even though it may look like an obstacle right now. You're being asked to think in terms of long term happiness. Sometimes this warrants change or even a temporary restriction in the short term. If we can't see how the present can possibly become what we sense the future to be, this message is especially relevant. Through the natural process of transformation, stepping into this new start, great leaps are indeed possible. You must be prepared to surrender into the process with absolute trust. This oracle brings you specific guidance. The situation in your current life and particularly geared towards a more significant manifestation. Wow, that is coming to you according to your life path and purpose. This is a stage of preparation and of building a foundation that will hold you strong and centered as your creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes ever more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, and most of all, be hopeful and trust in the light you sense ahead of you. For it is the light that is in within you, simply revealed more fully. All that is happening now is happening to that end. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This has only been a matter of time. Now, there is a healing process suggested here in the energy. I find it extremely interesting that it's on page 98, which is a 17 of the star, staying tethered to our wish, staying tethered to our soul, and understanding that our heart's brain is first. It's the one that speaks to our head brain. That's where the energy of love resonates within the lovers. So the healing process, the suggestion is to stand with your feet at hip width and your arms loosely and comfortably at your sides, slightly away from your body. Kind of a little bit like she is here as she takes this next step forward. And there's that beautiful flower energy in the center as well. So as we're standing there, I'd like to add in, make your knee joints nice and soft, or slightly bent to stay secure. Give a good squeeze in your lower belly muscle zippers and pull that up towards your nose. Relax your shoulders down your back. Slightly lift your chin, releasing your jaw. Standing still, resting your eyes on one point, or lightly close them if you can. Do so easily without compromising your balance. Lotus position is fine, guys. So when we're there, I want us to feel, sense, and imagine or perceive that there's a pure light switched on inside of you, almost as if an internal light switch was flicked on. Perceive or feel that the light is growing brighter, bigger, and wider, and more radiant. Allow it to shine outwards from within you. as if there was a vibrant sun at the center of your being with its rays extended outwards in all directions. You are a radiant, glowing being. Can you feel the joy and uplifting happiness of this? Say aloud, I feel the light of all that I am and will be unfolding from within me now. And when you're ready, say, I surrender to what is, into the loving fire of transformation, the light of which illuminates the present and manifests the future in the highest creative expression of unconditional love. Be with that inner light for several moments and then place as much of your intention as possible into your feet, feeling the connection to the ground beneath you. Feel the present moment by being aware of the physical sensations of your feet. Feel their coolness or their warmth. Are they tingly, cold, or stiff and in need of some flexing and stretching? Move your feet as you wish, and in your own time, simply open your eyes, move around, and return to your day. You have completed a healing process this morning. Well, I certainly know that the light in me adores and loves the light in you. I honor the fact that you are working so diligently at your healing. It is not an easy process. It's not always fun to unpack our soul, and that's literally what the 12th house calls us to do. We're there until June of next year with that north node, and we're all being called to unpack our own self undoing. Okay, it's the house of our own self undoing. We're unraveling our fears because those are the breadcrumbs that will be able to fuel that opposing energy of the lovers and align what our heart knows to be true and not allow our mind to talk us out of that. I mean, it's just beautiful. So I did want to get on with the purpose of simply going over my notes and my channeled messages today. And boy, oh boy, I mean, I don't, remember these cards. I have a lot of decks, guys, and I saw that and I knew someone needed to hear it today. And we have this Queen of Wands ready to shine her light. And I say Queen of Wands because she's often depicted, I know, definitely in my De La Luna deck. Her whole beautiful skirt is of these same feathers. And it's also a Nine of Cups energy of wish fulfillment. And we have this healing process on page 98, which is the 17 of the star. And I think it's beautiful just as it is. We pulled a lot of cards tonight. So if you're looking for specifics as to the start of Aries season, you can check that out. But I knew we needed to hear this today. So I just wanted to share that with you and say thank you. And then, in addition, as a surprise, because even after 2.5 hours last night, I somehow forgot to pull specific questions for members. So I'm going to do that now. So if you are here, I'm just going to start up at the top, and that will be with Miss Larissa here. Special messages of guidance for Larissa, please. Special messages of guidance for Larissa, and then we'll go to Kathy. So think of maybe even just what gifts does Spirit have to bring me today? Maybe what symbol or what animal will be a clue that this information is trying to be shown to me. Spirit has a plan here, Miss Larissa, 35, that 8 energy of the lemniscate that I was just talking about. And this came out a couple times. I forget for what energy, but this is about turning that knowledge into wisdom. The 13 energy of death and rebirth, coming out of the cocoon, um, using that pain again, like I said, that Chiron energy at 22, that pain is simply the scaffolding. And that's for us to build on and create a structure of strength and shelter for our own selves. And then that is how we help others as well. So I hope that resonates for you a little bit there. And Miss Kathy, you guys are probably like, wow, you're so you're so calm in the mornings. Yes, because I'm sleepy. Wow, Kath. Okay, time to heal here. I know you've been working so hard. I'm so stinking proud of you. We are in the year of the wood snake here, the double fives. Check this shiz out, guys. Right here. 5:32 a.m. here, Eastern Standard Time. Venus in retrograde, which is in Aries, sextiles or synergizes with Pluto, the planet of transformation. And we see those same degrees repeating here. So again, guys, these are no accidents here. No accidents. 55, taking time to heal. These are very popular cards. I'm sure you can Google them and find the written meaning online. If not, just pop me an email. I'm happy to share the information. Ooh, don't we love that? That energy of the sun with the 19, and simply being loyal to what we love. I know you're holding a lot of gratitude, and you've had a specific, especially since I've been knowing you, specifically working your way step by step toward that path of healing. And you're doing such a great job. I feel like this is spirit saying, okay, this is the time that you step from one portal and into the other. And this is the time when that old skin is being shed. And I just heard, here we go. Here we go. Who is that? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Get busy. I think it's Janet Jackson. I think it might be. I think it might be. Okay, let's move on down the line. Ladies, I hope that resonates for you. Miss Jonna, thank you for being here today. Let me get that card here. Asking and holding your question in your heart. Could simply be, what gifts does spirit have to bring me today? And this could be a clue, a symbol for you that you will see. Okay, Jonna. Oh, this is like one of my favorite cards. Wow. The 52 energy. So coming together again with that 7 energy of angelic protection. I mean, this is literally this energy because the scarab beetles are attached to past life energy. Egypt, magic works through you. So definitely check out Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle. And again, just reach out. My email's in the description box if you can't find it online. Laying a solid foundation here. And I love that this is what's happening. This is what your actions are. This is what's in your environment. And when we do that, when we feel our feet are on solid ground, we can kind of breathe a second, right? And then our light can come on. But it does feel like here there's some ancient wisdom that you're able to tap into through meditation in whatever form that works for you. I love a walking meditation. Um, no phone, no nothing. Just go with yourself, asking what gifts does Spirit have to bring you today? And I feel like you're going to get an answer today here, Jonna. You're going to see something, a number, a symbol, a sign. Usually animals are the big tell. You ask, what gifts does Spirit have for me today? The first animal that shows itself to you, look up the spiritual significance of that animal. Okay. I hope that helps you today. And Kathleen, Rissa, Rebecca, Joe. Okay. Thinking of your, wow, that was awfully fast. Right away. Okay, dragonfly spirit, a protection message, and look at that. 22. Guys, we can't make this up. Our energy is connected. Truth transcends illusion. And I just got done talking about Chiron being in that 22 symbol and the end of Neptune in the sign of Pisces is about understanding and seeing the difference, that Queen of Swords energy of discernment. What is truth? What is illusion? And we did come out in a protection message here. And last night's message, that's something in the orange. So perhaps as you're being creative, that's our sacral chakra that can get tamped down by fear. Or illusion, delusion. And I really feel like you need to do something tactile where you're getting out of your head and into your hands, into your hands. And just even if it's ask a question with your dominant hand, answer it with your non-dominant hand. That may bring some answers to you as well. But I mean, 22s here. There's the green, the confidence restored once we look this truth dead in the face and go, you know what? It doesn't have control over me anymore. And I'm stepping into my heart. And there's our third master number. We don't break down an 11, 22, or a 33. 11 master number is a symbol of high intuition. Kathy, aren't you an 11? I know somebody is. I've done your charts. Transformation is beautiful. You're on the precipice here again. You're ready. You're more ready than you think you are. There's one little piece of business though that we are still holding on to something that we want it to be rather than what we need to allow it to be is what it be. It is what it be. Okay. What beautiful energy there. And I find it highly interesting that these are both energies of flight. Where are you going? Pack your bags. Okay. All right. And let me come. I know there are such beautiful cards, right? There's Miss Peg. Miss Peg. What does Peg need to know right now here for her best and highest good? Messages of healing, signs, symbols, and numbers that she can encounter today as far as what gifts Spirit has to bring her today. Thank you. There's your swan. Okay, it's a 60 card here of the lovers. Time for a deep dive, a deeper dive. Didn't we see that in the shaman oracles last night? It was the mermaid that's diving down, and we talked about the not stingrays. I always forget they start with a C with the tentacles, jellyfish. Diving deeper and illuminating. Okay, go a little farther than you've gone before. And I think these are magnolias. That might show up as a symbol. Definitely the pink energy, something pink here. That might indicate where we are taking a deeper dive. And pink does come up from the root chakra before turning orange into that creativity. So this is something that is deeply rooted that is then coming to swim up on top. Oh, my ear's ringing. Big time. Something is coming up to swim on top of the water is what I was about to say. Okay. That felt real strong, Peg, especially with that big asterisk beep. That kind of surprised me a little bit there. It took me by surprise. My left ear is normally the squeezy, and my right ear is normally the beepy, and my left ear got the beepy. So that's a little strange. Okay. For me, anyway. The bottom of the deck, trying to get a nut to move your butt to the dance floor. Okay. That's the first thing is like, get your nut here. Believe in yourself. 57 energy is our 12 of the Hanged Man. We're seeing again coming from the deeper dive underneath the water up into the surface. So that's an axis. So this for me confirms that you're getting your nut. Figure out in that deeper dive. I know you take care of everybody else around you so well. Um, let's have a look at when we slow down and prioritize ourselves. Can we go a little bit deeper and understand that we need to be our biggest priority? There's a little nugget hiding down there that's going to shine some light there. So maybe it even is finding an acorn today as a sign or soon. And I keep coming back to the magnolias and the pink. Something is going to surface. That was really, it'll be like that light bulb, that aha, but it does feel like it's under the water versus above the water. So whether that has to do with the water sign, a time when the energies are in the sun, and I just heard a trine. So I want to come back to my triangle. Peg, aren't you a Cancer rising? There's action to be taken here, and we do have that Venus energy with that 33 and 6, but it's pointing to the Cancer portion of your heart, of your chart, of your heart. Freudian slip, something in your heart about your own, diving deeper into your heart there, pointing to that Cancer center with this lesson here at the base. And then again, the dream North Node calling you, fueling you, taking action towards self so that a dream can be fulfilled. You don't just have to make everybody else's dreams happen, girly. You gotta prioritize yourself too, because that joy of self-care and of realization of how wonderful our hearts and our spirits are, especially when we're filling our own heart's cup. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. Okay, I'm gonna, even though she is not here, I want to pay back the favor. There's Miss Judy. So I don't forget, Miss Liz is going live at 3 p.m. And she was so kind to pull some beautiful energy for me on, I think was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. It was gorgeous. So let me get a message, please. Sign, symbol, numbers, direction for Liz, please. Thank her so much for her love and supporting energy. All you guys are just, I mean, I wouldn't still be doing this otherwise if it weren't for you. So I do thank you. Hard for Liz, please. Well, definitely they want you to slow down here. I'm not sure slow down what or what that means. Slow your roll? Slow your roll. Okay. Slow your roll. This Jupiter energy here of expansion, positivity, exploration, potential, enthusiasm, optimism, okay, luck, beliefs, and definitely the rainbow energy, but definitely these red dice. Roll the dice, give it a try. This might be again, it's this Six of Cups energy, the confirmation and validation of who we are. Okay. Sorry, I had to. I gotta go where the messages are. Ooh, we got that Rhino charm. It was on air earlier in the week. And here's a cycle of change supported by spirit, overcoming the obstacle. Okay, overcoming any obstacle. And coming back to Peg's pink flowers here. Looking at, there's a bullseye and a crown is on the front of the horn. You know, rhinos are kind of scary to look at, but when you watch the shorts or when you watch the videos, they're actually very, very playful social creatures, and they're really cute. So I feel like it's kind of like there's a preconceived notion or maybe how we're appearing, we need to go a little deeper and allow people to see the softness. um, Certainly, not with us chickens, but I feel like that softness is what gets us into our soul chariot here as far as possible partnership. Double sixes. I mean, what I just said. Double sixes. White raven spirit. Trust in the magic. Okay. So, one old cycle that could be completing would be maybe this armor, um, the armor of an appearance or the armor of this toughness when really your heart is so big and so soft and kind and loving. And a white raven is very rare. And it's wanting you to trust. Okay. I feel like, honey, the obstacles, that tough exterior. Okay. There's something waiting for you here to come in here. Let's see what's in the environment. The 8, this balance, that inner harmony brings the external harmony. And you got an 88 here, 53 and 8, watch and wait. That's the energy in the mermaid deck of two people getting into the chariot. It's the only deck I have where it depicts two energies equally stepping into the chariot. Life is a mystery here. That's Madonna song. Maybe you need to listen to that. But Bobcat Spirit is also on the 8 of Pentacles in the Mermaid deck. So you are protected. There's that frog in there to take this next leap. So it feels really strongly there's an offer coming here. Watch and wait. And look at this, the clock right in the center of her head there. Watch and wait. Okay. That's for you, Miss Liz. Thank you for all you do. We appreciate you. Miss Judy Jude. All right. Miss Judy Jude, thinking of your question. My goal for the weekend is to get my studio downstairs back in order, my yoga studio, get back into, I don't know if you guys have ever done a BARRE, a bar class. I've done plenty of BAR classes in my life. Hey, a lot is learned at the bar. Don't laugh. Go ahead, laugh. It's good for us. All right, Miss Judy Jude. We're hanging on to something here in the environment. 31 energy could have to do with the 31st. He's like sniffing or smelling, picking up, being curious about the heart. And he's kind of clinging on to it there. There's time to let go of something we've been holding on to. Don't know what that is for you, but you got 2 cards here as well. Beaver spirit, I feel like you got that hands down, laying a good foundation. Again, the 6 energy of today. And then we have a 10 of cycles, the wasp spirit. So this for me, it feels like holding on to some kind of past slight or pain. And again, this is about using that energy as the scaffold to understand how to build on that. That is here for us, not to piss us off or harm us. It is to show us where that balance is, and if that past pain is still leading us by the nose here, more like a bullish energy, then that is what's blocking our next balance or our own inner balance here. It's like, okay, I can be the beaver all day long. You have no trouble working hard, not at all, not even for a second. Like, lay the foundation, got it. But when I'm being pulled into the emotions of something here, that's where the struggle is. Okay, so feel the pain of how that felt. Understand that if this, past life connections, our soul makes this agreement. And if that person or a situation really hurts us emotionally and we haven't transmuted that pain, or we've been hanging on to it, we might have not even realized it. Can we see through the lens of love that in this incarnation, that soul agreed to take the karmic repercussions of harming you? And if that's not love, I don't know what is. It's like taking one for the team for your benefit. And I know that never feels like that. I know it. But if we hold on to it, that's going to start having our hard work here crumble. You've already done the heavy lifting, and now it's time to let go of whatever was, or whatever repairs you had to make in the foundation. Just like building a house, something always goes wrong. Always. There's no construction project. I did that for 12 years, guys. Nothing. And interior decorating after that, nothing ever goes perfect. You always have to come back with that mutable energy and do a punch out list, checks and balances. This is a checks and balances moment here for us. And I believe you've got Clint Bearwood before. Taking time out, and really going inside, and yes, feeling that pain, and not with, you know, so and so was a such and such. Understand that they did that for you so you could have a foundation with which to heal and build on. That is what's going to help others. Got another 44 here. So lots of double numbers today, guys. This is about healing on the Four of Swords in the Houston deck. The Panther is up in the tree, and that energy is unlike the traditional deck because that person is still in non-movement and not yet ready to grab that fourth sword. And in the Four of Swords in the Houston deck, she's already healed, but she's laying in the emotions of it, and has like a smile on her face of healing, because it's like the light bulb comes on and she gets why that feeling, why that pain showed itself, that it was for her benefit, and not to, just be a jerk about it. People are jerks, and that's for a reason. Otherwise, we wouldn't take notice. right? We just keep about going and doing our business. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody else. I hope, yeah, Something in the Orange is a song. It's by Zach Bryan, and it's Bryanzach, Zach Bryan. It's beautiful. Oh, maybe grab the tissues. It's very heartfelt. You can hear just the anguish um, in his voice. It's about, something in the orange is telling me fill in the blank for yourself. It's what you already know, and it's allowing your heart to feel the loss of that and moving into acceptance. Okay. All right, let's get advice of love here for everybody listening. Uh, Ed just popped into my head. I feel like I want to get one more card here for him. I just got stopped for the all advice. Let's get you, Ed. And that was just on a 56 there, an 11 energy. Okay. What did I say about earlier about leading us by the nose? There's the 10. The abundant universe will provide. I feel like this is a card of trust here, Ed. Time to heal, the double fives adding up to a 10. And again, a nod back to that Venus retrograde in Aries, sextiling Pluto. That is 55. I know it's not 55 your time, but it's here. Okay. And Kath, I don't know. You guys, there's some connection there too. Um, Taking time out. I know you just got to have some fun recently. So I feel like we want more of that. Okay. And not letting our pain lead us by the nose. And again, this is the ending the cycle, completing it and stepping through so that we can have this intense connection here. Okay. We both have that 12th house stellium. Is it strong? Be playful. Another 6. Told you so. Okay, there's more one petal at a time, the healing energy of the lotus. And it's coming. We just have to trust that it is. It is. Okay, maybe it's just healing that, some blank is not coming or something's not going to happen for me, whatever that is. I don't think that's true. Okay, there's our messages for everyone today that just slipped out here. 48, another 12, that 180. Time for beginner mind. Wow. And the koi fish, there is always enough. The 9, so the beginner mind, clearing out that ninth cycle, that ninth step, getting ready to start on step 1 again. And that's the energy of the hermit, understanding that all of our steps, the ones we feel we've taken missteps, we always have a chance to write that energy. And look at this beautiful color match here. It's gorgeous. We are in the 6th chakra today, energy of the lovers. That's our third eye. And I feel like we really need to trust. We don't have to have that guard up, and we can step forward in a new energy of there's always enough. The universe will provide, and it's all about energy first. It always comes back down to our own heart, guys, and where we need to find balance there. Beautiful messages today. There's our 5 of change. A rebirth is assured. High priestess energy, the 12th house energy of Pisces, that third eye getting lit up from the flow up. stepping into a new way of being, going beyond normal, all the purples of that third eye. And we have this, it's just a matter of time and before that gets an upgrade. Okay. It's not something we've experienced before here. So trust that knowing and figure out what these invisible strings that have been leading us by the nose, the invisible bars of society, culture, familial, our own limiting beliefs. Okay. Because there is always enough. I hope you guys enjoyed these messages today, and I want you to have a wonderfully awesome weekend. And I'll be doing a Somebody Said But So over the weekend at some point. And again, thank you so much for your love and support that you show me. I appreciate you double tapping that screen and leaving me comments. Once the reading is over, that does help water the flower of my channel and help me grow. So I appreciate you. Thank you guys too. You're so welcome. Yep. Safe travels, Judy. Be careful. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, guys. I love you so much. Bye bye for now.